That today, Alhaji Mahmoud Othman joins us this morning. He's a public affairs analyst. Morning, and thank you for coming on today, Alhaji.
Thank you very much, and good morning, viewers.
Well, interestingly, looking at all of this as it's playing out, you thought that on the first they were discussing with the leadership of the party, the president, and thereafter you saw them again in the House of Reps and in the Senate still coming up with those demands, and you just wonder. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I think the two leaders of the houses have behaved responsibly and according to the law. Let's not forget that the National Assembly is for every Nigerian. They have to give room for fair hearing to all sides of argument. So it is in order for whoever wants to come to the National Assembly to seek permission. So they came on invitation, or at least they asked to come and they were asked to come. So whatever they said is immaterial. What is important is that they have been given the right to air their own views. And that's what national assemblies all over the world are supposed to do. Now, the other side of it is that since the beginning of this democratic arrangement, I think one of the biggest culprits as far as public office holders are displaying in terms of behavior is this lack of democratization. They find it very difficult. I think most of them really are allergic to democracy. Nigerian constitution and any constitution that I know guarantees freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of movement. But some Nigerian politicians have made up their mind, either their own side or you don't say anything. So once you show another opinion, you will be shouted down, and so on and so forth. So when you see the fracas in the National Assembly, the intolerance shown by those people who are agitating against the visitors is unacceptable. It's not really democratic. Now, they should hold either the Speaker or the President of the Senate responsible, because they are the one who asked them. They came on their invitation, or they came with their own permission.
Let me bring in Hope's comment, because you're almost responding to it. He says, that's Hope Ukpong, says the House of Reps is not a political party. Issues of the party should be discussed at the party level. Issues of Nigeria at the House.
Well, it is, the difference is between 12 and a dozen. What is Nigeria? What is a political party? It is a political government. And everything, all of them there are politicians. If they are not politicians, they could not have been in that National Assembly.
Yeah, but they are not all of the same party. They have the party structure.
Yes, they are not of the same party.
They are elected on that platform.
They are aggrieved Nigerian citizens. They may come with any level, whether it is political level, whether it is union, whether it is labor, or anything. Whether they are students whose universities are closed down, they have the right to come there and say, we are aggrieved. And they came there. So, but the issue is, those who don't accept this idea of freedom of expression will always pick a hole when you try to air your views. Either, you have to go straight jacket of their own way of belief. So they are thinking that these people are deserters and so on. They have no right to be heard and so on and so on. They are rebels and so on. So you shun them. So whoever gives them audience is also, by extension, an enemy. But that's not how it should be. They should be mature. Now, if you don't have anything upstairs, which means you don't really think objectively, then you go fiscal. And that's why those people whose brain fails them, the only thing they can do is to extend their blows. Their hands can reach farther than what their brain can reach. If you can sit down and argue and reason, what they could have done was, when the Speaker or the Senate President said they are going to have visitors, that's what the time they will debate it. Maybe a majority can say, no, we will not accept them. They can be overruled, but all the same, that's the time. The debate, mental work, not physical.
Well, we have another question. Henry said, look, he thinks it's a shame that 7 governors will be seeking support when efforts are being made to resolve the crisis.
Well, it depends on which side of the argument you want to believe. They met there for hours, as we read, and said that everybody should maintain status quo. They should keep quiet. They should not make inflammatory comments and so on and so on. Then one of the governors came and said, under no circumstances should Mr. President be asked to do so, so and so. Well, which one is implementary? He who started it or those who are responding to this? So the two of them, both sides, as far as they are concerned, as far as we ordinary Nigerians are concerned, they are all taken as hostages.
You know, one cannot but also notice that in all of this, it would seem that there is a deep-seated suspicion that the National Assembly might not exactly be, in fact, more specifically, the House of Representatives, you know, might not exactly be in the old PDP. There is heavy suspicion that the House of Representatives, more specifically, will have new members, or more members now defecting to the new PDP, and possibly the old members of the PDP are saying this as an affront or maybe a backdoor way of legitimizing this new PDP. Do you also see that come into play here?
Well, the question of legitimacy, I don't know whether, I think it's debatable. But the important thing is that a Nigerian, whoever he is, a aggrieved Nigerian, must be given the right to be heard, whatever your grievances. It is lack of this airing your abuse that make people to take a shortcut to anarchy. So there is nothing wrong with whichever party it is. It can be PDP today, it can be another party. But if you are aggrieved and you have nowhere to go, then of course you go out for self-help.
The reason I ask that is that, you know, people say that the session with the House of Representatives was pretty calm until the factional chairman of the new PDP, Alhaji Baraje, was addressed as our chairman of our dear party. And I think that was what we heard, that all hell broke loose, you know, when he was addressed as our chairman of the PDP. I think some people saw that as an affront. You know, so do you also see that suspicion here, heavy, deep-seated suspicion against the National Assembly coming to play here, especially the House of Representatives?
Well, you know, before the event of yesterday, we all read in the papers, we listened to BBC House Service and other media, international, telling us of this factionalization of the party. And there's nothing hidden about this thing. Those people who are calling themselves the new PDP, they are not hiding. They are promoting their idea all over the place.
Yeah, but is it proper? Is it proper for members of the House of Representatives to introduce Baraje as our chairman? I mean,
well, the trouble is that
isn't that already taking sides?
Well, I don't know if Speaker really mentioned our chairman.
No,
I
not
don't
the
know.
Speaker now.
Okay,
I don't know who introduced
but
him.
All other, it is also another expression of the freedom of expression. That particular individual who said it is also expressing his own side of argument.
No, but this
but the trouble is
of the House of Representatives. Yeah, maybe more circumspect.
Well, if we are talking of circumcision, these people circumspect, all of them. What have they been doing, which you can say this is the right thing to do? So, but all the same, what happened if it's Bamanga Tukur who came there? This other faction will also shout him down, isn't it? So it's a matter of maturity. When are you ready to accept the other view? As simple as that. Well, whether you accept the existing leadership or you are opposite, just keep quiet, keep calm, be collective, let them air their views. They will leave.